I think they hate me because they're getting it that I'm quite confident and that I'm not like a dreamer. I'm the opposite of an artist. We have to admire it if a guy actually makes it, even if it's cheap and if it's trash. He is better, as all the guys are only talking about it. People compare me with Ed Wood. I know in a way it's totally wrong because I spend way more money. If I do a movie, there's a lot of internet talk about it, and I don't have the problem that nobody writes. I have only the problem that everybody writes, but negative. They think then I must be an asshole or arrogant or whatever. Absolutely, I think I deserve respect. I deserve respect in a major way. They still keep turning it against me and they still keep lying. I think if they write I'm a Nazi and I use Nazi gold to make the movies, I don't take this serious. I think it's funny. You make pressure to destroy all that fuckers if they don't give you that contract. They really, really hate me. And I recognized in 1999 that Hollywood will not give me money. You don't raise 265 million euro from sophisticated investors if you are a crazy artist fucker. I love making movies, like The Shoot. I really like that. It's way nicer to be Michael Bay and you have a nice chat in Beverly Hills with the studio chief, and then you get your 120 million and you do Bad Boys 3. So this is, I would prefer to do that also, yeah, but it will not happen in my case. This is the Hollywood talk, and people, they're dreaming their whole lives, and they are then 50 years old and they recognize they never made a movie. And now they're getting really jealous because they see there's a guy outside the system, he's doing it. To be honest, I give a shit because this is a movie where I'm personally emotional involved and where I can show a little my point of view of the world. Frontline against Uwe Boll. You threat with attorneys, you threat with lawsuits. These guys, they're writing this stuff. They don't hate me because of the movies alone. You go to different phases. Like you are like pissed and aggressive, or you laugh about it. You can say this is a shitty movie, but for somebody who started as a guy with short movies and I wanted to be a director since I'm 10 and I love movies and I grew up with movies. So for me, it's very negative to see that responses in a way that I hate movies and I don't care, and in my case it's all about the money. And I think this is a totally wrong way to approach me. You know, I never saw some other director like forever trashed because of 2 movies, but it happened in my case.
What is it?
Nothing. The hair on the back of my neck just stood up.
It's blood.
It's blood?
Yeah, but it's not human though. It's like it's been mutated. It's completely unnatural. It's fucking genius.
I think if you watch the movies and you say this is the new Ed Wood, the worst filmmaker ever, he gets all the Razzie nominations and he's not better, and you just close your eyes if you go in a fucking Blockbuster and watch 95% of the DVD premieres, or you switch to the TV channels every night. Yeah? So if you just ignore the completely reality, then you pick me out and you say this is the worst filmmaker ever, or this is like an Ed Wood movie. This is only possible if you totally convince yourself of lies, and you know that it's lies, but you want it. You want to kill this guy. You want to damage him. And this is what happened with me. I think about human nature is that a lot of people have a blast damaging other people, or making jokes about other people, or feel better if other people suffer.
Good afternoon, this is the Captain WoW, and today we're going to talk about a bitch known as Dr. Ufo.
The executioner of a long line of video games turned into hideous
is the worst movie director of all time.
Ooh-wee! I got a few things I need to say. I need to get off my chest. Ooh-wee! You just don't seem to get it, do you? Ooh-wee! Oh, where is your respect?
Let me tell you, Lee, he found me.
Good game by Sega, and you ruined it.
Going to see your crap movies in the theater.
To some degree, hate this motherfucker.
Just can't take the criticism.
Stop making
Just can't accept the fact that his movies actually suck.
In the 70s or 80s, people getting famous or people getting big because of what they did, basically. And you had to deliver a few things before you got famous, before you got into talk shows in TV, before they're writing 5 pages about you. And now, because of the internet era started, the internet infiltrated the other media. So people came up, they have nothing to say, they are not interesting, and they do nothing. Paris Hilton or whatever, like you have in a way very prominent people like VIPs around the globe now, but nobody really knows what they're doing. And it's a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing is everybody is in the internet and everybody reads stuff up. And the good thing is you get very fast prominent, like very fast people know about you, something. On the other hand, that you have people writing in the internet to create their own world, to be connected to the world, you know? I think tons of people going in the internet and going on the message boards because they think they can change reality if they bash somebody, or if they hail somebody up, or if they criticize somebody, you know, or threaten somebody. And I think they are like, in a way, that stalker phenomenon. You have, since the internet is there, you have now millions of stalkers worldwide, and they actually think they can do something with other people. They feel some power in themselves if they're getting a response.
Van must go.
Also, they have no money, so they cannot produce on their own 20 movies a year.
Run, you!
Look, Uwe Ball running away from me.
Yeah, because you have a disease.
He's running away from me because he's
And I answered to message boards was maybe my biggest mistake. You know, this was the thing, because people felt, oh, we actually can hurt Uwe, or we actually can he recognizes us.
How did you work with all of that renowned actors in your films after such unfavorable critics?
It's actually, they don't care. It's really like, the agents care. They look into the critics and the studios, like distribution. But the actors, it's interesting, but like 80% of the actors have no idea what movies you did before, or what the reviews were. They give a completely shit about it. Yeah. So, and Yeah, now we're going back to like Seed, the movie we do here. It's a super, not based on a video game.
Yeah,
it's a super hard horror movie, basically.
Do you think that's going to make you a bit more popular with the hardcore internet group?
I don't know, but I recognize that a lot of people are writing bad sayings on the internet because they don't know even what we did. Yeah, whoever wants to make a photo should do it.
Mine is working. Mine works.
There you go. You can use that one. Nobody's kidding. Nobody cares anyway. And so yeah, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, do whatever. But my partner must do something.
Why in House of the Dead did you intersperse shots of the game? Because that always seemed to me kind of odd.
Yeah. Okay, first of all, I thought like the big battle, basically in front of the house, the 14 minutes
the boss
battle,
game
is a little like over the top. Right. So and I thought that it's kind of cool, like to do some pop culture element in it and bring some animation things in, like basically as opticals.
Oh,
so I don't have a story point there with it, but to do something what is different to other video game based movies. I thought it could be good. The response was super negative. I will not do it again. In a way, I can identify myself with people like this. Why I should do that exactly the same. So I said, let's use the elements from Postal that are more funny, and let's bring it all together in a crazy. It's basically like Team America with real people. I was a long time an unheard outsider. I made no money till I was like 34. You know, it was not like I had like a great time. I had a shitty time, and I got like in Germany, they tried to get me out of the business before I even really started. So it was a very hard way for me to make movies. So we go. I know how it is to be in the dirt. I know how it is to be down there and try to make something out of nothing. I come from, let's say, lower middle class family. I was very sportive, and then later I went to boxing. I studied and everything, and all that stuff, what happened was basically like a replacement thing. You know, it was all like, okay, I have to do something, and of course I want to make movies, but on the other hand, I have to do my normal life, that I end up with making money somewhere to survive and to move out of my parents' house.
Wie war ich denn als Junge?
Furchtbar.
Ja, terrible.
Terrible boy.
Ja, sag mal konkreter. Also.
Du hast mal Höhensonne gekriegt beim Arzt. Da hast du zu der Schwester gesagt, da gehst du mal hier raus.
Wie, zu der Kranken?
Ja.
Weil du da nackig liegen.
Ja, aber das kann man nicht.
Also,
She comes up with a completely absurd story where I was a small boy in the doctor's office, and I said, I don't undress me in front of her, like in front of the nurse, like out. But I was like 5 or something. That's the only thing she remembers. This is how I was at the
Der hatte dann halt die Schnürriemen.
Also war schon ein bisschen eigenwillig, ne?
Also nie geduscht nach dem Sport und so.
Jetzt gibt es
Wenn einer dabei war,
Ja, das zu Hause gemacht, ne? Nee, das ist ja nicht so wichtig.
Die haben eine ganz normale Frage gestellt. Die haben ihre Antwort nur mit einer Scheiße. I cannot believe it. She said I was at like a camp, like a junior camp or whatever, and I was always going for Coke so that I can go to the restroom. This is what she remembers, like what. But she said I was not an easy boy. This is what my mother says. From child on, they always supported me, and they said do whatever you want. Yeah, but they had no idea what was basically attached to it, or what happened in the future or something. But they never thought I would make a big career, but they never thought also that I will not make it. So it was more neutral in a way, like let's see what happens. Warum mache ich den Film?
Warum?
Ja. Weil du Spaß daran hast,
ja,
Interesse daran hast,
ja.
Und auch um Geld zu verdienen auch, ne?
Und Talent auch. Und weil das eben dein Berufswunsch, dein Wunsch war von klein an.
Ja.
Yeah, because it was like my dream from the beginning on, and
that
I get a lot of fun out of it to make movies. And she said also like nothing else ever was in discussion. Like there was no way around it basically. So yeah. I don't think I had a happy childhood in a way, you know. But it was also not like I didn't get punished by my parents or hit by my father. It was nothing like this. But it was also not a happy family in a way. It was not a super good family life and a happy family life. And and then I didn't had a lot of friends. You know, I had like. A few good friends, but they had, of course, also their own stuff to do. And I remember weekends where I was like 15, 16, whatever, where you have nobody to talk to, or you have nobody to meet. At this point, there were no cell phones, right? So it was not like that non-stop contact other people. So it was just like, if you didn't make an appointment on Friday, you were meeting nobody on a Saturday. And so a lot of times I went in the movie theater also, basically, to fill the hours. It was definitely the wish to escape out of reality, the wish to be not in my life. With my background, how many movies I watched, how many movies I criticized, how many movies I talk with other people about it and get influenced by movies and movie directors and reading books about directors, reading books about movie genres, basically dedicating my university thing about writing about genres and so on. It's absurd to say the guy has no clue what he's talking about, you know? Like, if it comes down to the American classics, if it's John Ford, William Wyler, Howard Hawks, whatever, or you come down to like European cinema, the Truffaut movies, Buñuel, Godard, Visconti, I know everything. You know, it is a point, like all the basic classics of the film history, starting at the 30s, I saw. Every single one, you know, and this is the thing, and so my opinions about movies are not coming from nowhere. was sitting actually in that corner here, was sitting and I had a typewriter, no computer, and I wrote my first like scripts all on a typewriter, right, in that corner. And then I played music, the whole time was music running, and it was for weeks and weeks and weeks only writing and writing and writing. Every show I saw, I cut it out of the TV, what I saw. Books after books after books. It's so funny if then people talk to me like I'm a retard, I have no fucking idea what film history is or whatever. And I think I saw way more movies as 99% of the American reviewers. Then I wrote like notes about it, what I liked, what I didn't like. Almost 16,000 movies in that books. Over 12 years of my life, basically, I spent with it.
Why did you stop writing about movies and start making them?
This was the thing. I think I wrote in the last book on the last page, after 20 years, I wrote that now it's time to make my own movies, and I just don't want to judge other people anymore in a way I did it before, or write about other people so much, because I want to be part of it. You know, I want to make movies, and I don't. It's not on me anymore to bash now other people or to write positive about other people. So here I write basically, if I translate it, then all the genres, all the evenings, all the movies were all like part of my life. And the memories on Citizen Kane and other big movies were created in me basically the feeling I also want to make movies, and I want to put my stamp with my movies into the century I'm living in. And the last thing is that I wrote that Orson Welles was totally right in saying we live in the century of movies. Mm-hmm. So this is the art form of the new thing. And I think actually absolutely that movies are basically the biggest art form, even if it's the most commercial one. Because you can do everything what you cannot do on a stage. You're limited. If you're a painter, you're limited. If you're writing, you're limited in a way. But in movies, you can show everything. Mm-hmm. You can duplicate reality. Yeah. The movie critic Uwe Boll ends here, and filmmaker Uwe Boll maybe starts. I will never forget that, because it was like for me a big thing to sit in my room in my parents' house, at this point, and to just be aware that here is a big thing ending. The obsession to make movies is still there, absolutely. Yeah. So, and that I love movies is still absolutely there. But a lot of illusions went away. The other thing is also like, if you know more and more about how difficult that business is, and how many assholes in that business are existing. This all together takes a little, in the way, the fun away. Like, is it really worth to do all that effort to make fucking movies? Yeah. So, and to swallow all that critic and all that negative business and yeah. But in the end, it doesn't matter. So. I was in Hollywood 1998, 1999 for a few months. I was at Universal theme park tour, Jurassic Park ride and everything. And then it's like, as a tourist, yeah? So it's basically like fantastic. And you think like, here's the Jaws and whatever, yeah? And you see the bungalows where the producers are and so on. And then later, years later, you made your first American movie or whatever, and you go there on the lot and bring the DVD to somebody or talk to somebody. It has, of course, you feel in a way satisfied that you get through the security inside the lot, and that actually somebody gave the okay that you can go there, you know. And it's, of course, it has a feeling of, in an absurd way, of homecoming. A feeling this is what we all want. Hollywood in general, the reception of me is different to the critics. I think that a lot of Hollywood, especially agencies or studios, they saw that House of the Dead, Alone in the Dark, BloodRayne were very commercial. And even if they were not the big box office successes, they were massive DVD successes. And based on this, where they saw we have now a way bigger script and we have a bigger budget in Dungeon Siege, as everything else we did before, they think he goes up. With the theatrical release, House of the Dead. Yeah. This is actually very good that he's with Weinstein, because he's super nice, super honest, a huge House of the Dead fan. He loves it. And well, it's completely absurd, but but it's the people you need. And I think he will love that movie. He will strongly recommend it. And he is not a fucker like fucking Resnick or Stodel. If he likes something, he tells it to the guys, you know? There is a difference. Like, he calls and he says, like, look, I just saw that movie, we should really buy it, Harvey. Yeah? He will do that. What is a good thing. And the fucking guy Stodel on New Line, like exactly what I said. He wrote me that email, we really like it, we're thinking about it. No response. This was it. He will never talk with Bob Shea about the fucking movie. No. And this is the thing, like, why? Why he is a pussy like this? I cannot believe it. Yeah, but fuck it, look, a movie like In the Name of the King, if you release it, it will never tank totally. No. There are too many people, they love this kind of shit, and they like the actors. Yeah. So I don't get it, because at latest on DVD, you can recoup all your costs you had for the theatrical release. Yeah. So if theatrical is, I would say, if you do 2,000 screens and you put 25 million in advertising on Dungeon Siege, the worst thing what will happen in box office is 25 million overall. Yeah. So that $25 million box office, I think this is the worst case scenario. So you end up with 13 million theatrical revenues and you put in 25. So you have a loss of 12 million. But now you put the DVD out. First the theatrical version, then 4 months later the director's cut, 40 minutes longer. Not like 2 minutes longer, 40 minutes longer. So you sell, if BloodRayne sold 800,000, each $15, it's 12 million video gross. So this will sell at least 2 million copies. So I gamble. I can, if I'm not lucky and the movie makes only $20 million box office, I think I will end up with 10 million out of US. Okay. Yeah? But if the movie makes $100 million box office, I make 40 million. Yeah. So this is the thing, like overall with TV and DVD and everything together. So, and look, if Sony today tells me, okay, we take domestic, and not the whole world, if they say we do only domestic, you know what I can sell in the next 2-3 days, then you will see every fucking buyer from the whole world, like Metropolitan gives me €2.5 million for it. Now, when nobody is confirmed for US,
Everyone's kind of hands
There's a thing like Metropolitan, if they like it, they will walk in and they say, look, we give you 500,000 for it.
Yeah.
So, and then they walk away. But if you say Sony puts it out on 2,500 screens, Metropolitan walks in and gives you 2.5 million.
Yeah.
So.
And making the deal with Sony this weekend is a big deal.
There's
for everything.
Yeah, hopefully today. Yeah, but who pays her trip now here, for example? Is she paying that on her own? Studios determine what movies basically getting out there. If you have an independent distributor in the movie theaters in North America, you have the problem that he has no power to get the screens or to get the trailering in front of the movies or to get the posters and banners hanging out there. So it's a different approach, but that shows how what the rules are. The rules is you are a major release or you are nothing. I talked to David.
I already told him.
Okay, well, hurry though. The feedback is really good. I think it's a good movie. And it's yeah, you saw it. Go forward and they get the trailer out and they will feel that there is a big potential for it. I know it from, there are millions and millions of people that are tracking that movie. We had the first small teaser last year. It was 7.5 million downloads from that trailer. Came from our website. It was gigantic, and so I know that with Fox and Sony. Schlesel looks at now 130. So, and I hope it can heat him up a little with the Fox thing.
So now you can get into a bidding war, maybe.
Hopefully. Like, look, he said, like, what were you looking for? 50 million box office or 50 million advance? Or what? And I said, look, we have to be realistic. I look for a good deal to make money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because he thought I want way too much money directly up front.
Yeah.
And he must pay all the advertising.
But that's not what you.
No, the thing is, I said I want a window. Like I am gambling on the success. Mm-hmm. But if you make $100 million box office and they make $100 million on video and you make $50 million on TV, I don't want to walk away with $10 million.
Yeah.
This is for me the point. But if you make only 25 million in total, I'm fucked and I get nothing out of US.
Yeah.
This is the deal I want. So, but if the movie makes 250 million, I want 100 million on my account. You're the receptionist. Sure. We have to change the tape. You can come in. Okay. So where are the tapes?
Tapes are here with me.
What this thing is like, why you didn't test it? We have no any problems.
Because that's the only one.
Appears in 15
That's the one
minutes.
I brought them a couple hours ago. That's the only one I was leaving with. That's the one they were going to test. And I was going to be here at 1 o'clock. Everything organized.
Can't believe it, like the fucking bedroom is coming too late. So this is like one of the biggest thing ever. Hi.
Hey, yeah, listen.
Hi, how are you? So I reserved the front row for you.
Great. I'm actually bringing a couple guys too.
Okay, so I have like six rows like reserved. Yeah, it's not loud enough. Louder.
I knew you'd come.
I told you I would.
I mean, I felt it. I felt it before you came.
Perhaps. In a poem.
What would my father say?
There are many things in this world your father doesn't know. Let this be one of them.
Of course, I want to be loved and like accepted in Hollywood. And what I mean under Hollywood, I exactly feel that kind of romantic idea from Hollywood, that this is a big film community of film lovers in general. If it's an actor, if it's an agent, if it's a producer. And of course, I want that they watch my movies, that they talk about my movies, and that they discuss the movies, and hopefully like the movies. Like that? It's good, yeah? Yeah, I know, yeah.
It's original European content. Yeah, even we shot in Vancouver, in Canada, but it's European content. Yeah.
You haven't been there yet?
No, never. Never. Hi. Nice to meet you. It's a shitty screen and the sound, but this is the thing. On the big screen, it looks really good. Yeah.
I guarantee you get a theatrical release.
Good.
Very good. Sony though.
Yeah. But this was the thing. We didn't talking through that.
Sony came up with a contract guaranteed this theatrical release, but I think it was only a few hundred screens. And then they said, yeah, but of course it could be bigger, it could be more, whatever. And I said, yeah, and this is what I learned the years before. I said, normally it happens only this, what is the minimum promise. What means if they write, like the movie gets out on 300 screens, it will be not 3,000, it will be 302. I just assume this and this will happen. You go more for the worst case scenario. And of course, you try your best, you do everything what you can do to push those things forward or to promote things and to sell things, but you're also realistic and you prepare for the worst case. So the offer never got better. It was there, and then it was gone. Yeah, the movie came then out independently, and besides the fact that the exhibitors, they said in the beginning, like AMC, Regal, and so on, we promoting it. We show the trailer, we put out the poster. But then we went to theaters, we checked it, and the trailer was not running, the poster was not hanging there. It was basically a failure in everything, but the biggest thing is that the theaters, exhibitors, they just let you down. They don't help you if you don't have a real major release. I never thought that a bad review is a bad thing. You know, like you can criticize my movies. But if you write only personal threats or personal, like that or basically if you sit down there and you write a review about an Uwe Boll movie, but you write it in a way only, how can I get him out of business? Please, you know, like, and I think that 80% of, especially the North American reviewers, are writing their critics about my movies exactly in that way. That they want to damage me and they want that I cannot make movies anymore and they want I get banned out of the movie industry. And this is what they feel about me, even if they never met me, they never talked about me or with me. And this is what they're going for. And then I think this crosses the boundary totally. And I felt like as an independent, who releases it independent, who shoots it independent, why is that geeks are not supporting me? Why is they like hitting on me? I'm an outsider like them. You know, why you don't bash some people, they're getting it pumped up their ass, basically, from the studio system. Why I'm the most hated figure. Of course, now I know why, because I'm them. I'm the reason why they have no excuse not to try it on their own.
Let me tell you this, we saw the footage and the word said about me and Uncle Bill over here. And we accept your challenge, baby.
So come on, I live in northern New Jersey, local to New York. Get your fat German ass on a plane to JFK. And Uwe, I'll meet you anywhere.
Director Bloodrain, rumor has it that you're offering a boxing challenge. My name is Brian Alexander, and I challenge you to that challenge. I'm a backyard wrestling champion, and if you want to do a boxing backyard match, I'm fine. I'm ready for anything.
Name a place, and I'm ready to go. Message me on YouTube. Do something to prove you have a sack.
We ain't gonna have a match in Germany. We're gonna have a match right here in Eastern Kentucky, baby, Prestonburg. We wanna have it at the Mountain Arts Center. We wanna have an electrified steel cage match and whoop your ass through it all. We're gonna kick your butt too. Because you know, myself and Uncle Bill, we've dined at castles and dined in the hood. But we love Kentucky Fried Chicken, baby. It's finger licking good, and we're gonna kick your ass.
Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the event you've been waiting for has finally arrived. Legendary German director Uwe Boll will be putting on his gloves and stepping into the ring.
A little different. Your feet start to get heavier because the pads, the ring, the rope, and then you gotta add the crowd, and then you gotta add the adrenaline, and you gotta add the emotion.
He's challenged critics worldwide to stop grumbling and start rumbling.
Look, guys, if you're right, you want to kick me in the balls and you want to hit me and you want to kill me, let's do it in a sportive way. Let's go in the ring and let's do a boxing match.
Only 4 pass the criteria to be a contender.
We picked the 4, the most sportive guys. They fit the best in the profile.
And only 4 will know what it really feels like to take a jab at the legendary filmmaker.
This is the way to the success. They will all go down, one after the other. Goes down in the dirt.
Will Uwe's confidence and determination allow him to lay down the beats and drive his dreadful critics right into the ground? Tune in to find out. Reserve your ringside seat for the biggest fight since Rocky went up against Apollo Creed.
I took it very serious and I went to training. I trained for the fights. And I was aware that I don't know their people. It could be that they're good fighters. It could be that they're sportive. I don't really know till the 2 days or 3 days before the fights they came here.
Do we have press here at all? I'm press. Well, besides you. Are you press? Where are you from?
I'm Sarah. I didn't know you before. I'm from Hot Dogs.
Oh, hey, Sarah. Yeah, good to see you. Right on. Yeah, cool.
Slightly dangerous.
Sacrificial lamb. For you guys who haven't fought before, you get to see that it's not easy.
Let's go. Yeah.
Do it for Broken Saints.
Take it easy, guys.
Sorry, mate.
30 seconds. Okay, keep going. It's fine.
Keep going.
30 seconds left.
Yeah. Oh, good.
That's okay. It's good. It's so good. Keep going. Get on it right now.
Oh, good.
I'm throwing the neutral.
Oh! Okay, that wasn't for two.
Let's go. Keep boxing.
That was dirty, man. I was fucking dirty.
No, it's not.
He was holding me in the corner, and then he's playing what happened around.
Wait, it's boxing. Not putting the chest.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Good work.
For sparring, was only training. Sparring was good.
I know it's nothing personal. I said to back away because I was getting.
I think that kind of aggressive bashing is, for example, in a way also my mentality. I'm not happy if I'm not satisfied. I'm a fighter, you know, I get very aggressive and I think like I fuck these fucking assholes. Yeah, so I will make it and I will destroy these fuckers. It was really like, I have to kill everybody so that the way is free for me.
So, dog shit's up, shit in the
I wanted to show there is a real world outside of the geek internet typing. There is a real world out there, and this world can hit you. And
consequences.
Yeah, and it has consequences, and you have to be responsible for everything what you do. And so it fit to a lot of things I think about life in general.
afraid right now. Huh? Very afraid. If there's no blood in my piss tonight, I'll be happy.
We got no training. We don't know how boxing works, but we're gonna do good.
I know a lot of people watching on the internet tonight.
Yes, so do I.
All my friends are.
No, it's 3 minutes.
Well, look at the costume he has the wings. You see, I knew he was going to do Jerry Lewis on it. But it's great that you're not falling for that. Don't become the clown. Stay on the job. Take care of business and knock those fuckers out. You should hurt them for doing this. You know, that's like a disrespect thing.
I need a cigarella or something. Seriously. Or is there like a cigar machine or some shit?
I feel like this is a Rocky IV, but I don't have a whole country behind me. What are you doing?
These guys are going to be doing their clowning thing, and boom, and they're going to go down.
Yeah.
And when he hits fucking hard. I'm from New York. You couldn't guess, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I gotta check out my man. Hey, keep moving.
You better keep moving.
They felt they can go in the limelight, they can get like, they turn into public figures, they turn into stars, they can promote their websites, they can promote their journalistic career, or they turn into filmmakers if they go with me in the ring. And now they're turning into celebrities, proud of being part of the system. It shows that a lot of people out there are just totally unhappy, jealous psychos, basically, and they need stuff like this to make them feel better.
This is like an even more unfair advantage. I've never sparred in my life, and you're doing it right now.
You had a long time to train.
Oh.
You had a long time to train.
Yeah, and you
But
don't
now
have
you're
a
not
chance to-
pushing out. You have one advantage. Everybody else was pushing out, and you do it. So it's the thing. So
How's
go.
that an advantage?
Go
Everybody else
for
who
it.
pushes
Go
out
through it
isn't
to
going to
play.
get punched.
So you go for it. Try to
Don't
hit
get away
me.
from my fighter. Get away from my fighter.
Ah,
Come on.
I really don't like you. Hey.
With a boxing fight like this, there are only the rules in your life you give yourself. You know, you can blow the rules. You can say, as a director, you cannot do that, you cannot do that, whatever a manager or agent would tell you. And I think, in a way, I financed the movies, or I made the movies, and the boxing is one part of my life. It shows that there are no rules. You have to find your own rules. You have to find your own way. If people tell you nonstop this and this you cannot do, or this and that you have to do, who cares? You know, who says that this is the case? Nobody.
You're doing good.
Ladies and gentlemen, GoldenPalace.com is proud to present the Raging Bull.
That state of mind who thinks they know you and they have a right to attack you even if they don't know you, and the reasons they attack you are not even clear for themselves.
Uwe Boll has thrown down the gauntlet. These four men have bravely picked it up. Let's get ready to get it on. The Raging Bull, the Deutschland Destroyer, the Teutonic Terror.
fight against, that I'm not successful enough, that that I'm not accepted enough. I'm fighting against that. The people in the ring were only like figures, faces from the big crowd.
Stop him now.
Where is your respect?
You're fucking retarded. You are. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Okay, Uwe. Answer me this. Transformers.
Thank you that you all came here to support the Containers or me. And the lesson was so bad prepared, like the critics are in the ring, they're also writing the fucking critics. Yeah? Thank you.
You got all my stuff?
I guess that spells bowl.
The guy's a jerk. Before, I had no opinion about him. You know, I never really wrote anything negative about him, and then sometimes I actually defended him. These people talk about how much he sucks. I said, listen, they're just video game movies, who cares? But then he just came out wailing on my head. Now I really don't like the guy. You know, before I was ambivalent. Now I dislike him very much. You might say I hate him, and now I will side with the people on the internet who do not like him.
That's what it's all about, kid. You did exactly what you came to do. You guys are having brunch in the morning.
They're doing brunch?
Uva's picking up at 10:30.
Oh, that's good.
So he...
I love you.
Oh, me too.
Did it.
So you got any
Did it.
final words for us? He's a good guy. Right,
I wouldn't that cuz.
I wanted really to show the world, like, look, this is what you made out of me. Fuck yourself. You know, it's really like, this is what you thought I am. You've wrote what I am, and here it is. It's true. Where I can show a little my point of view of the world. To be honest, I give a shit because this is a review where I'm personally emotionally involved. Different phases. Like
guest tonight from Vancouver, Mr. Controversy, the filmmaker responsible for Alone in the Dark, House of the Dead, and of course the upcoming release of Postal. Uwe Boll is here. Welcome back to The Loop, sir. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. I'm good.
Good. It's been a while since we chatted, and thankfully I managed to avoid you in the ring, but I gotta get right to this point.
Outside the system, he's doing it like pissed and aggressive. Lines are getting through the water. It's very nice that Michael Bay stops and what he could do also. Energy is maybe
It's written and directed by Uwe Boll, who's with us right now. He may be the most honest and most badass director in Hollywood. So Uwe, tell me about Postal. I'm told it's insulting, irreverent, politically incorrect.
Yeah, I think it's a comedy about a guy who has a bad day, basically, and he lives in his trailer park in Paradise City with his 500-pound wife. And I play also in the movie, I run an Auschwitz theme park as a mini Nazi in Lederhosen. So see, there's the Taliban.
I'm here at the theme park Little Germany with its owner and controversial film director, Uwe Boll. Uwe, you made your fortune turning video games into hit movies. But your passion...
It's now important to focus on my own stuff and to focus on my own way, how to tell the story. And it's the only way to create like something for yourself, even if nothing around me supports me, or even if there is no reason to believe in yourself, as you can do it.
Now, there's an online petition calling for you to stop making movies. It has about 193,000 signatures. And you said if it hits 1 million, you're going to quit the business. Are you serious?
Absolutely, but we'll never make it to 1 million. And I know there are people like Michael Bay, for example. He's like online the whole time under different signatures. He's posting and posting to stop me.
If they actually say they want you to resign from filmmaking, will you actually stop making movies?
If you have a painter, like, you can ask him, like, why the fuck you paint? You know, like, what are you doing? You know, and he will not stop painting. Picasso had enough money halfway through, so he could stop painting, but he was painting till he died, yeah? And I think there's a thing, or other, let's do the opposite. There are tons of painters, they never sell anything, but they keep painting.
The reality is, first of all, I tracked down who's signing that petition. And these are like a few people getting under different identities in the internet and signing it over and over again. Like internet nerds and jealous wannabe filmmaker are signing that petition. And I was able to track a movie down what they actually did.
If you only try to fulfill what other people want, you will never do anything. It means that they would make it so much better. Recognize pissing other jealous people. Like people writing made by a retard and everybody else is an idiot and it's all crap. To make pressure to destroy the alternate. They really still keep turning it against me and they still keep admire it. If a guy that deserve respect and deserve respect in the major side. That you're jealous is in general the driving force to get more. For everybody. Whatever business you do has nothing to do with the film industry in general. I want that there's a petition also out there, like a pro ball petition, and I expect 1 million votes pro ball. And I hope somebody will set it up and you all start signing it. Because look, I'm not a fucking retard like Michael Bay or other people running around in that business, or Eli Roth making the same shitty movies over and over again. If you really look in my movies, you will see my real genius. That state of mind who thinks they know you and they have a right to attack you even if they don't know you, and the reasons they attack you are not even clear for themselves. My real genius, you know? And if you go on May 23 in Postal, you will see that I deliver a movie what nobody else delivered in the last 10 years. What is way better is all that social critic, George Clooney bullshit what you get every fucking weekend. So you have to really wake up and you have to see me what I am. I'm the only genius in the whole fucking business. Goodbye. The nerds, they want to be filmmaker, and I'm a filmmaker. I made movies, I proved that. And there's a thing, if you never proved anything and you have a big mouth, it's a different thing. And I was able to track a movie down what they actually did. And here we are. It looks like they shot it in the public toilet in the school. Look here. His feet is attached to the sink. They couldn't even afford like a chain. It's the first like completely like failure in directing something. This is this kind of quality the people are doing, and they have like, let's say, the balls to criticize my movies or to write like how stupid my movies are. You know, my biggest mistake was maybe that I even started doing internet interviews or doing internet, in a way, press, or even answer single emails I get. You know, they use that, and they use that, of course, against me.
Uwe challenged to box director Michael Bay in the ring.
I started this with this kind of, I called him something. Right?
Everybody has to be aware that in the very end, the facts matters. You know, it doesn't matter what the illusion is of people or the illusion people have about people. It's about facts, because besides all the internet bashing and all the bullshit in the internet, there is a reality.
If this were Michael Bay, and who says it's not, what would you do? What would you do?
Oh, Jesus! No.
people deserve it to get the truth sometimes in front of their eye. You have tons of people, they want to be directors, they want to make movies, they want to produce, but they're all only basically sad fanboys turning into reviewers because they never will make a real thing. So the only thing what is left to people like this is to be out in the internet and to try to destroy other people, you know. But it makes these guys not better. If there is a Michael Bay or Steven Spielberg or George Lucas, they say, in Hollywood I never get there, blah, blah, blah. I have a good excuse. But now I see a guy from Burscheid, from by Cologne in Germany, who just did it without the studios. Tougher for yourself to get that excuse. Of course, now I know why, because I'm them. A lot of jealous people in the internet writing only that they would make it so much better. What is way better is all that social critic, George Clooney bullshit, what you get every fucking weekend. So you have to really wake up and you have to see me what I am. I'm the only genius in the whole fucking business. I think about human nature is that a lot of people have a blast damaging other people, or making jokes about other people, or feel better if other people suffer. I'm not a fucking retard like Michael Bay or Azani Ross making the same shitty movies. Look, I did it a lot of times, but this is one clip where I did that in an interview where I went over the top and I was emotional. And this is all. This is the reason I said that in a violent way.
Are you not becoming everything that you protested against?
I wrote the Postal script basically under with the idea like I give a completely shit what the audience will say, the journalists will say, and basically what everybody will say. And I make that movie more for myself in the hope, of course, that other people think also it's funny or it's at least interesting. And I was not interested to make another movie what fits into that super critical Hollywood, I have to say it, crap. And I think it's time that some people say that. And I know that I have no support, not from the journalists, to be honest. They're all like very busy getting into the assholes of the studios and writing like, oh, Iron Man is great, and Speed Racer is great, and Indiana Jones is great. And this is like what the normal reviewers are basically in days like today. They give a completely, they basically lost it. Let's face it. So you have reviewers that are disappointed about their own life because they cannot make movies, or you have critics, they are basically nothing else as they are in the hope they're getting an invitation to the next premiere of Pearl Harbor 2 to Vegas from the studios. And I only hope, like, if you like the movie, think, okay, it was good to see a real dirty movie and not a movie what pussies out in the wrong moment. Okay, thank you. Have fun. Yeah. You have to lift yourself up and putting people down, and you have that in every job, in every business, in every family. I was somebody who was picked out in a major way, but on the other hand, I did that also with other people, and I have to live with it. Of course, I wish that the people see me as a real Uwe, that I'm a guy who always tries his best, and I'm not this kind of monster what they created in the internet, you know.
is glasses. You fucking foreigners come over here, you fuck up the language, and this bitch is fucking up the traffic.
Calm down,
You fucking calm down. This flat ass bitch comes over here, she takes over the convenience stores, and they eat up all our goddamn dogs.
That people really appreciate me or really looking deeper into the movies, this has to come. Hopefully soon. Better soon as late. Yeah.
But what if it doesn't come? What if this is your story?
This is realistic. So if I should bet money on it, I would say that it will not really change, and that they say in the end, like the guy made 40 movies, various genres with some big stars, but he was the worst filmmaker ever, and we don't know why he made 40 movies, this fucker. So this is at least a 50% chance. But what I recognized also in the last few years is that I'm really divide people. You know, I know some people, there are Uwe Boll fan clubs around the world, yeah. So and there were people in various festivals that came with "I love Uwe Boll" T-shirts and all that stuff. And this is also the truth. Look, the reality is, I actually don't think that somebody is in the film business only because of the money. Nobody, even Michael Bay, my special friend or whatever. I don't think that he started in the film business to make money. I think he loved movies also, and he wanted to make movies. And after a while, of course, everything in life, if you get older, basically, let's say it this way, and you grow up and you see how the system works, you know that in the end, it's all about the money. You know, and the advice you could give to a guy who really wants to make movies is try to build an empire like Bill Gates, whatever, and get rich somewhere else. You know, but then use the money and make movies. Like a Bill Gates could produce movies after movies after movie till he's dead, for example, and he has a lot of fun with it, and he makes movies for $100 million he wants to tell in a bigger way. You know, he could do everything because he's fucking rich. This is the whole point. I don't care if I would make a movie for free. I would always prefer to make a movie. And in the very end, in 20, 30 years when I don't do any movies anymore, and if this is the result that you have 10% of the people, they say, we really loved his movies, and he was great, and he was a great guy, and so on, and 90% says, I was the Edward of the new generation, it's in the end better as you have 100% of the people say, the guy is a mediocre filmmaker. To change my story from that video game action-driven idiot who makes like movies with no brain, cheesy movies with a lot of action, and everybody hates him, to oops, maybe Boll is able to make something else also and more interesting as the other movies, and now maybe he turns into a different direction. And I think this is necessary for myself, that actually that my career turns into a direction now where maybe people start talking about the content and not about my person.